Hey, we are live!
Oh, right.
Welcome, everybody.
Can I lean back?
Yeah, I think you're good. You guys again have the amazing Dutch angle. We've got like
cool
the Battlefield Earth thing going on here. I really dig that. Welcome everybody to board meeting. This is our third show.
Third.
Yeah.
Third official
show.
Yep.
Fourth kind of whatever.
Yep.
And today we are doing something very special. We are going to be celebrating Valentine's Day. So this is a very exciting time.
Or for those of you who don't have a partner and want one, we're celebrating the worst day of the year.
The worst day
Is
of the
that
year.
Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day, true.
It's literally Galentine's today.
Yes,
So
it is Galentine's Day today.
That is living life to the best. So to kind of help celebrate and get things set, we have 3 games we're going to play, one of which is a returning game.
Yes.
So we are going to play a little bit of a game called Love Letter, which features our very busty princess here.
Oh my.
And is Court the Royal Princess of Tempest.
I should have worn my Fabio wig, I guess.
And then a little bit of a game called 11 Seas, which is all about the card game of Morning Tea. That's got some vaguely like turn-of-the-century lesbian overtones, which I just am absolutely in love with.
Nice.
And then a little bit of Tofu Kingdom, which we played last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Yes, a favorite
I'm so
among
excited.
the
it's a
board meeting
crowd
crew.
classic.
So, I think the thing we should jump off with is Love Letter. It's kind of the
Yeah.
mainstay of our take. So I'm going
fine
to just
with that.
take...
Oh, I was going to say, I'll put them over here.
Okay, that's great. All right, everybody. So,
Yeah.
Love Letter is a very simple game, which is not dissimilar to Tofu Kingdom in a lot of ways. All right? These are tokens of affection that the princess gives out to her various suitors.
How did they not cut them into heart shapes?
I
understand.
don't. You know, I have another version of this, which is called Loot Letter, which is a Munchkin-themed version of Love
cool.
Letter, where they cut them into little treasure chests.
Oh, my
So they
goodness.
could have.
They definitely could have. So I have
sweethearts that
Yeah.
like are supposed to have the messages on them, and this year they don't.
I have 4
Oh, really?
yeah, they did
little
have time.
setup cards here that each of you can have
They were like, we couldn't think of anything and we were really worried about it.
that will tell you about how each game is played, or how each card that's in the game. Okay, so I'm going to go over the basics of the rules, and then we can talk a little bit about how this goes. All right, so I will not read the whole story. In the wake of the arrest of Queen Mariana for high treason, none was more heartbroken than her daughter, Princess Annette. Suitors throughout the city-state of Tempest sought to ease Annette's sorrow by courting her to bring some joy into her life. Nothing like marriage
I am
to make you
sus.
happier.
I'm sus.
You are one of these suitors trying to get your love letter to the princess. Unfortunately, she has locked herself in the palace, and you must rely on intermediaries to carry your message for you.
Oh my.
During the game, you will hold one secret card in your hand, which is currently... this card is currently who carries your message of love for the princess. Make sure that the person closest to the princess holds your love letter at the end of the day so it reaches her first. All right. The game has 16 cards. Each different card represents someone at the royal residence. You can see on the back of your instruction sheet the various different people who are in the residence. Each card has a value. I will flip some of these cards over so we can get an idea of what they look like.
Ooh.
Each card has a value in the upper left. The higher the number, the closer that person is to the princess. Below is a star symbol that shows how many of that card there are in the deck. So, for example, there's only 1 princess, but there are 5 guards.
Really digging that the guard is this cutie.
It's true. Knowing how many of each card in the deck is going to be an important part of the game, so start to think about that. All right, so we're going to take each of the cards, and we're going to shuffle them together, and then we're going to deal them out. All right, so shuffle the 16 cards. So this game is technically only 4-player, so we're going to actually sort of rotate who is kind of going to do his stuff. I will interact and be around, but we're going to have the 4 of you play, at least this first couple rounds.
Cool.
All right. So we shuffle the card, we remove the top card of the deck. Okay, and now each of you may draw 1 card from the deck and keep it secret from everyone but yourself. So you can look at a card. So everybody take a card.
So mysterious.
Yes, exactly. All right. Each player draws. This is your hand and is kept secret from other players. Whoever went on a date most recently goes first.
I'm looking at you because you know the answer to that.
I mean, we went out with, because Carrie and I went out, but her parents were with us. So does that count as a date?
Yes.
It was a birthday. It was a
Yeah.
birthday.
It was a birthday
celebration.
date.
Yeah.
That counts.
Okay.
That was what, last week?
This past weekend.
Sarah and I went out last night.
Oh well then.
But I'm not playing, so I think that Chris.
All right.
Yep.
Can you guys beat?
No.
Okay, so Chris wins. All right,
All right.
cool. All right, so Chris, you're going to take your first turn. So you know what card you have in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
On your turn, you draw the top card from the deck and add it to your hand. So I can move the deck like more
fine.
into
I
the
can
center
reach it.
space to make sure everybody can reach it. Then you choose one of the two cards in your hand and discard it face up in front of you and apply any effects that it has. Does that make sense?
I think so.
So
Each card should have an effect.
Yeah.
Again, you can look at the back of your reference card to see what the number of cards and the effects of each cards are. You keep cards discarded face up in front of you so people can know what the cards are. We go around in a circle playing cards from drawing a card and then playing one of the two cards in our hand until the deck is empty.
Gotcha.
Then whoever has the highest card remaining in their hand wins.
Okay.
And one card is face down. Nobody knows who it is. All discarded cards remain in front of the player that discarded them. Overlap the cards so it's clear what order they were discarded in and what cards you've discarded total. If a player is knocked out of the round, which they could be, that player discards their entire hand in front of them face up. And then an end of the round happens if the deck is empty at the end of the turn. The palace closes for the evening. The person closest to the princess delivers their letter. She reads it. All players still in the game reveal their hands. The player with the highest ranked person wins the round. In the case of a tie, the player who discarded the highest total value of cards wins, and they receive a token of affection. A round also ends if all players but one are out. A winner receives a token, shuffle, and start over. And then in a 4-player game, whoever gets to 4 tokens first is the one who the princess decides to marry.
Gotcha.
Okay?
All right.
All right.
That's
So
how marriage should work.
yeah, exactly. Whoever accumulates
romantic.
does the most accumulation is the person who automatically wins. So Chris,
Isn't that technically how marriage used to work?
Oh
yeah. So you're first. You have 2 cards in your hand. You can choose one of them to discard.
All right, so I'm discarding the priest, which means I get to look at another player's hand.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to look at your hand.
Okay, so this is just me learning the game, so I don't really know how
I'm
this
just learning the
works.
game too,
so I
so.
think I'll just show this to you, and then you tell me if I should have shown it to you.
Well, I mean, you have to,
I think
because
maybe
Oh, I don't
read
know.
what it says.
I don't know. Let's show it to Dave.
Yeah.
This mystery is
So that yes, you would show it to him. That card only works if you use it on, if it's one of the 2 cards you discard on your turn. All card effects only work if they're the card that you discard on your turn, unless there's like
Gotcha.
one that makes a consequence of that.
cool.
Okay, so Chris is done. So one priest has been played. So now we go to Desiree.
Yes.
You draw a card. Pick one of your 2 cards to play, and it'll get fast as we learn the cards and
Sure.
see the structure. It'll start to pick up,
So is this like I'm trying to get the most points,
basically.
and the points that I have are the points I put down?
No,
So you have 2 points right now. No.
that would be the case in the case of a tie. You want to have the highest value card in your hand at the end of the game.
So keep
okay.
that high value stuff.
Okay, it's like the opposite of Canadian salad.
Ex-
Got it.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that is, but I'm excited to learn about it.
I will say yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Canadian salad is just
Going to
moose.
play the Baron.
Hi, Kevin. Everybody say hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Thanks, guys.
The
I waved
Baron.
to that one.
That's fine. You
Wait,
waved to
no.
each other.
Kevin's over
Oh,
here.
well.
All right, you played the
I
Baron.
messed up.
That's okay. Do you want to
Wrong.
swap what you
Really
want to do?
awkward.
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
do.
It's like
No,
the
I'm playing the guard.
Ember's
Okay.
new clothes. The Ember's new Kevin.
Almost done.
So you guess a player's hand.
Yes. Janelle.
Why?
Because I had to pick someone.
Why? Never speak again.
The Baron.
So when you discard the guard, choose a player and name a card. So she's chosen Janelle and named the Baron.
Okay.
If that player has that card, they are knocked out of the round.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Cool.
So that means that you guessed.
wrong.
You made your guess. That's fine.
No.
That's a totally normal
Yes.
thing to do. It happens. Okay, Janelle, we're to you.
Let's do this.
As we get faster with this, I expect people to start telling cringy romance stories from their youth.
Oh my god.
I will sort of start because I have a couple of really terrible ones.
Going
I
to
have
play
a
the
pretty good
god.
one.
Okay.
I'm really excited to tell.
All right. Name a non-guard card and choose another player. All right. Hey Chris,
Yes.
I'm willing to bet that you got a handmaid in your hand.
I'm willing to bet you're wrong.
Damn.
All right.
I was gonna say cringy love
Team.
stories. I mean, just like my entire love life up
Oh
until
my
about
God.
my
Exactly.
30s, basically.
Right. I mean, that's normal.
There's that.
I'm an old woman. Don't judge me.
Okay,
What?
so
Late.
I'm playing the guard as well, and I'm choosing.
Is that a fig bar? I eat fig bars. What's wrong with that?
It's mostly because I'm just snacking.
I'm assuming that you have. I'm guessing that you have a Baron in your hands.
I do not.
What do you have in your hand, Chris?
Well, so we know that he doesn't
I don't
have
handmaid in
handmaid
the-
a Baron or a handmaid, and we know that he's unlikely to have a guard because we've played
Mhm.
3 of the 5 of them. So you know,
Looks
you're
pretty fishy.
trying to think about that. So Chris, now it's you. Draw a card. Play one of your 2. Yeah, Kevin. Kevin, tell us in chat a story from your romance. Tell us about that time on your lawn that you hung out with that one lady.
Hot.
He was like 14. It was a
There's
good
gotta be a story there. I'm
I
so
should put
excited.
these over here so people can see them, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So I'm gonna play Prince Robert Redford here. And it says, or maybe he's Prince Brad Pitt. I can't tell.
A little bit of
Choose
both.
any player, including yourself, to discard his or her hand and draw a new card. Discard your hand and draw a new card.
That looks
So
like
where
Luke
do I discard
Skywalker.
it to?
In front of you.
Okay, cool.
Don't you think?
Baron.
I'm also looking at it upside down, but
New one. I think it looks like Chris.
oh,
Pine.
it looks less like it. It does look like Brad Pitt.
Apparently, it was 17 at the time. So you have drawn a new card. It now comes to be your turn.
Yes.
So now you draw a card from the deck and play one of your 2 cards.
I like this game.
You guys get the and we just literally go. When things pick up, we go until one person wins, and then eventually we get till somebody wins 4, and then they win the whole game.
Oh. Okay. I must I discard the Countess.
All right.
Wait, did you
So-
discard your hand? No, you didn't.
Yeah,
have to.
You you made him discard. She drew a new card.
I
Oh, okay. I
And
didn't know why
then
you had
for
2
her
cards,
turn-
So, okay.
It was her turn after yours.
Yes. So now I've gone.
Oh, okay.
So the Countess, unlike other cards which take effect when discarded, the text on the Countess applies when she is in your hand. In fact, she has no effect when you discard her. If you ever have the Countess and either the King or the Prince in your hand, you must discard the Countess. You can also discard the Countess even if you do not have royal family members in your hand, because she likes to play mind games. That is
literally
that
what it
is
says?
printed in the manual.
Oh my god, it's
Dot,
even got
dot,
like
dot.
a dramatic ellipses at the end.
Right?
Love that.
Like
Good
that's
lord.
incredible.
She likes to
So,
play mind games.
all right,
Especially
the
when
Countess has
years
been
pass.
discarded. So that takes us to you, Janelle.
You've been discarded.
Oh my god, is that like getting canceled?
I mean,
We could make it.
Discarded culture.
We could make it that way.
I also have little blurbs about these people, so if you're ever
I mean,
curious
that's
about
isn't
them.
that part of the problem with cancel culture is that they don't actually get discarded; they just keep coming back.
Yeah, I don't really know much about cancel culture. When I hear people say that, I'm like, that's too much. I don't want to know about it. And I get away from it as fast as I can.
All right. Prince Brad Redford Pine is here, and I will politely demand with all my princely wiles that Christine discard her hand.
That's really rude.
Is it?
Now, do I have to if I have a
Yeah, no, you
royal,
kind-
or I have to anyway?
For
No,
whatever
you
card
can't.
it is, you have to
You
discard
straight
it.
up just have to.
So
Where
you,
do I put it?
in the discard in your discard pile in front of you.
Oh, and I don't get to flip it.
No,
You do. You
Oh.
flip it over.
Oh, I get to flip.
What did I
it.
make
So
you
you
do?
had a
She's a
handmaiden,
handmaid. Why are you mean to me?
I'm
and now
not-
you draw a fresh card.
There's probably a tale about her.
Heyo.
Now, don't I have to play this because it's what's in my hand?
Well, no, because now you will. That was Janelle's turn.
I'm here for
Now
the
you start your turn
jokes.
and draw another card.
That's fine. I make
Right,
plenty of my
and, like,
own.
if I
so-
play
If I
it,
can
I don't have
wrangle
anything
just
in
a-
my hand.
Well, that's what you're gonna draw a
Side,
card
like-
for your turn.
Oh, I
So
understand.
you'll
so I
you
technically
drew
draw 2 cards.
right. You
now.
drew that card for Janelle's card effect,
I understand.
and you'll draw this one for your turn. And I
Gotcha.
just bapped. I'm sorry. I just bapped the microphone. Getting some ASMR.
You can apologize for the ASMR.
I'm really just gonna do
Start
some
scratching it.
You could like do like a.
Oh my god. This shows
I'm
how much I
sorry.
know about ASMR. I'm like, yeah, this all seems to check out.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm sorry, Chad. I feel bad for anybody who's actually watching just now. That was terrible. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, chat, and if you have questions about what weird stuff we're doing, just
Yeah,
ask.
always just like hit us up.
And the offer for cringy youth romances is still on the table.
Yeah, Kevin. Come on, Kevin.
God, Kevin.
Tell us all about it, Kevin.
Okay, I'm gonna play this guard, and I'm going to choose Janelle, and I'm going to say that you. I'm gonna guess that you have. Oh, is this the amount of these that are in
Yes.
the game? Nice.
And you
Hold
can
on, let me
see
do
the
some
number that are on the
math.
table. And you can see who you think might have what in their hand.
Mm-hmm.
There's one card that's always set off to the side that's kind of a mystery to keep
Or
things
do
a
you
little
have a
fresh.
handmade?
No.
Because there's not 2 out here, right? I'm not.
No, there's
crazy.
just the
Yeah.
one. Okay, so then you discard your guard, and Chris takes the last card for the turn, plays his hand, and then we see who wins the
Plays
round.
my entire hand.
Just one of the 2
Okay.
cards. You play whichever card you have to, or... Yes, Robomofo, this is Love Letter.
I'm playing. a
We love some
handmade.
Love Letter, so you can't be affected. All right, everybody.
You.
So everybody flip over your
You
card.
have that handmade.
Well, I
Let's
just-
see who
You
wins.
just drew it.
That's true.
Ooh, Janelle has the princess.
So wait, what are we doing?
Flip over your card that you have left in your hand.
All I gotta do is give it to myself.
Okay. So,
Hot. That's like such an Emma Watson move.
I'm self-partnered.
Self-partner princess.
so
I mean, Emma Watson is a princess.
Oh my god, she is.
Janelle wins a token of affection
Oh
For
my.
herself.
from herself. So I think I'm going to read the little thing about whatever
Nobody
card
likes
wins the round. So Princess Annette, hampered only by the naivete of youth, Princess Annette is elegant, charming, and beautiful. However, obviously, you want the princess to carry your letter. However, she is self-conscious about matters of the heart, and if confronted, will toss your letter in the fire and deny ever seeing it.
Oh shit.
Yeet. Yeet. All right, so that was the
Makes
round.
into like a little thing.
Now we just gather all the cards up and we start over.
Yes.
This is a very woke princess.
I know, she knows what's up.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell my story.
She's
when
trending
I
on
was
Twitter.
7 years old, we were playing. It was like me
There's a
and
banner.
like it was like a church thing that somebody was being held at someone's house. It was like a bunch of families from church there, and so all the kids were playing in the basement. We were playing hide and go seek, and so I was 7. I was just looking that out there, and I was hiding. There was like this mezzanine in the basement that you could hide under, and me and like one of the boys that I went to church with was hiding there, and he's like, do you want to kiss? And I'm like, sure. So we like did, and that was like a thing we did for like, and he was always so mean to me. Like he bullied me all the time.
That's horrible.
And then he did whatever.
means he
It was
likes
fine.
you.
Yeah, it was totally one of those things.
Boys are
And then
boring.
after like that exchange happened, it was like, I don't know, 7-year-olds kissing, and then later he was like bullying me again. I'm like, so is the honeymoon over? And he was like, don't ever mention to anyone that ever happened.
Oh my
And it was
god.
like this really weird thing. That person is Spencer Mulligan, and if you Google
Oh my God.
Wait,
him,
you're just letting the name out.
oh yeah, if you Google him, you'll find that he's actually a pretty prolific stunt actor. He's
Oh,
been
wow.
in like
Really?
every movie. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious.
I am
I like
totally
Googled him and I'm
Googling
like,
that
whatever
now.
happened to? And I found this out. I'm like, no way. And I mean, he looks exactly the same too. It's kind of crazy. We knew him. He was like, they were like friends of our family for like.
Oh my god,
many
there are
years
pictures
after
of
that.
him all
Yeah.
over the
So you
internet.
say
That's
when
him.
you watch a film and you see a stuntman who looks like a giant 7-year-old boy.
I'm
that's
just
him?
like, that's the guy.
Avengers Endgame,
Yep, he was
Captain
in
America
Endgame.
Civil
Yeah, I
War.
think he was in Spider-Man too.
Holy
He was in like
wild.
a ton of movies. Yeah.
That's insane.
So, you know.
Well, all right,
kissing
Spencer
a
Mulligan.
15-year-old 7 me, good luck, do it.
You're a jerk for being mean to the coolest person at this table.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice, but I think
I'm, like,
you guys are
hard
the
biased.
But I
coolest
mean,
people at
you-
this table.
You like lived out the fantasy of Geeks Everywhere because you swapped spit with Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
Oh my
It
God.
was like through a few degrees, but yeah.
Are you Kristen Dunst?
Yeah.
Kristen Dunst?
Okay, everybody.
Kirsten.
You have a card in front of you. And so Janelle won, so she gets to go first this round. So you draw a fresh card and play one of your 2 cards, Janelle. What are you going to play?
Honestly, Priest, you're super nosy. So I'm gonna play Priest.
Okay.
Nosy Priest says, look at another player's hand. I mean, look at this guy. Can you show chat?
Yeah.
He's like, I should be reading my Bible, but what are you doing over there? Like, could you get it together, sir?
I've got to have some opinions on
Ephesians
things.
is boring.
What have you got to go with? Okay. All right,
got
so
time for
who's more
Deuteronomy.
interested
Come
in
on, girl,
Ephesians?
dish.
Oh my god, yeah.
Open, honest, and uplifting. Father Tomas
Oh my
always
God.
seeks out the opportunity to do good. With the arrest of the queen, he is often seen about the palace acting as confessor, counselor, friend, and spy.
He does kind of look like Littlefinger.
Oh my god, he does. Damn, that's so good. Okay,
So whose hand?
Desiree, show me your hand.
Okay.
Be the princess, damn it.
Just be kind of like just.
Enjoy.
Damn.
All right, Christine, where are you?
So after this round, I'll share one of my really bad
Poker
romance
face.
stories. It'll make everyone sad, though.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna play the guard again.
Ah.
That's the only
Wow.
card that I've ever played. So.
Guard card.
God.
She feels pretty bad about that, honestly.
So we have a priest out, and that's it.
Yeah, this weird
The only
guy.
we only got our priest showing. Okay.
In other words, anyone can have anything.
I know. Like just statistically, this is not a good. Desiree, are you a prince?
No.
Oh, okay. I tried.
You did your best.
No.
All right. Well, I'll play the Countess.
Ooh, had to get rid of the countess, huh?
Got too spicy in your hand.
So
Well,
the
she's got the little.
you have to
Oh my god, she
discard.
does. That's how good she is.
You have to discard the countess if you have a prince or the king, and you might choose to discard her if you had, say, the princess because she has a higher value.
If one of you discarded a prince right now, I was gonna burn down this whole building.
just like light it on
Just
fire.
light it on
Here,
fire
too,
and
like,
go.
just
From
go
up
down.
here, you'd be surprised. No, I've got a tunnel. I've been working on it.
You just like rip open the wall, drop a Molotov just straight down.
There's like a hatch right here.
Yeah.
You didn't even know.
Like, how did we not notice that?
It's actually self-contained. I made it like really
I was
safe.
gonna say she
actually.
put it in
Nothing
there
happens,
at
yeah.
some point. I knew this was gonna happen.
Oh god.
Playing a guard.
Oh my god, this is a
Yes.
guard party.
Do you have the prince?
I do not have the Prince.
Man, I thought you were gonna say I do, and I was like, oh.
I wish I had Prince.
Oh!
How do I get a gif of you doing that?
I don't know. Watch the stream back.
Someone clip that.
I will. That is
Excellent.
consider that clipped.
No, please don't.
226. That is happening.
Are you good?
Yeah, no, I'm
Am I
done.
ready to wreck
think
this
it is
society?
Yeah.
I love your like.
Are you serious? Oh
Oh my.
my god.
That's how I felt when I heard that. I was like,
Okay, I guess it's the guard party. Alright,
Nope. Go away.
I'm gonna say.
There's a gaudy going on.
Okay, so like straight up. Chris,
Yes,
you have a guard.
I do not.
Are you
And
serious?
actually, it's non-guard card.
yeah, you have to get
Yeah.
something
Oh.
other than a guard, so you couldn't even guess that.
Wow. Do I still get a guess then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Alright, Chris, it's still you.
it's fine.
Do you have the princess?
No.
Oh my god, what if you did?
I would be so excited.
Got him.
Got her.
Lady in red.
Oh my god. I hope they're the same card. What's it gonna be?
Oh!
Okay, put your guard up.
Oh!
Oh my god.
4-guard party.
I was gonna say, is it a garden party?
It seems like no one is working right now. Like, this other guard is like, how am I the only person guarding this
Yeah.
council?
Who's
Where's
guarding
everybody?
anybody? Anyways.
Guess I'll just keep guarding the spinach dip.
With my mouth.
It's safe in my belly.
No one will get there.
There's really not much to like go off of.
It's like, all things are fair game.
Desiree, are you a handmaid?
Am I? No.
Okay. Very good handmaid. I don't know what I'm doing. That would be me in this era. I'd be like, I've got this dress on. I don't know.
The fuck is this?
Why is it? And so.
I mean, look at her waistline on the back of that
I
card.
know.
It's fucking like
It looks painful.
it's.
And then, I mean, depending on what era we're looking at here, I'm not really sure if these corsets are accurate, but the butt pumps are correct.
That's true.
Alright, I played my handmaid.
Oh my god, you were handmade.
Or he drew it like a monster. History's greatest monster, and always the thing. Chris
Not always
Olsen.
the thing. Just letting everybody know, not always the thing.
When we play the thing next week, and he's always the thing, we'll see.
Won't you
Okay.
be eating crow when you see that I'm not the thing?
Oh my
We'll
God.
see.
Here's the thing. Usually people who say that they're not the thing, it's like
Usually
the most
they're the
thingy
thing.
thing you could do.
It's exactly.
And it's like very thing-like.
It's the thing that the thing would say if they were the thing, and if they weren't the thing, they'd probably still say that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because they're the
I have no
Alright,
idea what
playing
this
the
game
Baron. Christine, we should compare hands.
is. Okay.
Quietly, secretly,
Secretly.
to just one another.
Just us.
Okay.
Okay, and now,
I think I lose.
yeah, you lose. You're out.
Do I just discard it
You
here?
just flip it up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. So that means
Killed
that
it.
whatever card Desiree has is better than a 4.
Sure is.
Now,
There's
can
only
I
so
draw?
many of them it could be.
Am I
No,
going?
you're just done. So we'll go.
I'm out of the whole round.
You're out of the whole round. We go to Janelle and then we skip you and go to Chris.
Oh, yeah. Just back up out.
Just
So wait, it's my turn?
yeah, it's you. Exactly. We're sending love letters.
Whoa.
When loving lovers love.
Loving rivers of loving love.
Loving love. The two of us.
I'd like to see what your high card is.
Okay.
In love.
Careful about your singing. Get us a copyright strike.
Wait, is that real?
It's not
No
what
way.
I thought.
That has happened.
Yeah, and honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm even singing that song
Yeah,
correctly.
I'm just like we.
It happened yesterday with Audio Surf.
Yep.
No.
I know somebody who does Twitch streams of them doing like ukulele and acoustic guitar covers of Disney songs, and they get copyright strikes all the time because they can pitch their voice really well to get pretty close to the sound of the original song, and so they get copyright strikes all
That
the
just
time.
doesn't
So
even make
annoying.
sense because you can use things if you remix them. And it's
Which
like,
is-
this is literally not the original voice. It's my voice. Therefore, it is remixed
You
through
can't
my
own
voice.
this.
And
It's
Like,
mine.
the moment when they challenge them, they always come back and are unmixed and everything, or like untaken down, or the copyright strikes get taken down.
Sure.
But they,
it's like flagging. Is they getting
The-
flagged by algorithms?
yeah, they're getting
Ah.
exactly. They're getting fragged algorithmically because they're so close to
Yeah.
the core sound wave. It's impressive. Go ahead and take your turn, sir. Sorry.
I'm playing a Baron.
All right, who are you secretly going to compare with?
Desiree, I would like to secretly compare hands with you, please.
You're just like in the hot seat, girl.
Yeah. And I know your secret.
So, which of you is out?
I've been all the way murdered.
Oh, the prince is down. That means it's just Janelle and Chris now.
He's nearly dead. What is it in that movie, The Princess Bride? He's like
Mostly
Almost
dead.
mostly dead.
he's mostly dead.
So is it
He's
my
also
turn?
a little bit alive. Yes, you draw the last
Last
card.
card.
He didn't say true love. He said to blave,
Blame.
which is Yiddish for to bluff. He was betting someone.
So here's a question.
Here's an answer.
Can I play this card
It's a fantastic
because of the
movie.
secondary condition?
Yes, you
One of
can
my
play.
very
In which case,
favorites.
they would draw this card that we leave aside for the last round.
Don't be a high card. Discard your hand, sir, and draw what is hopefully.
But he has the princess, and if he discards the princess,
that
he
princess.
loses. So that means that for the second round in a row, Janelle gets a token of affection.
here to win affection. And honestly,
Because that's the only
She's
way
not here to
Get
make
another
friends.
prize.
She's
I ain't
here
here
to
to make
affection.
friends.
Oh,
I'm here to
the
make
guard.
best friendship.
Oh man.
So when I was in high school, and I was a very nerdy high schooler. Not that I'm like super cool now, but you know, I had a young lady who gave me her phone number, and I called it, and it was someone completely different, and then I got teased the next day, and yeah, that's my awkward love story.
It's good. It's good.
And
Oh,
there,
that makes me
it's
happy.
awkward.
It's the word.
You just triggered me.
Triggered.
I came here to have a nice time, and I'm feeling really attacked right now.
I wonder if anything like that, cause like yeah, I definitely had like weird like we're going to instead of being nice, you just bully you for love, and it's like why are people like this?
It makes me think
Yes.
of the Eddie Izzard bit about like how they'd have like a big piece of bread and just I love you. Run away. Hello, Sue. I got legs. You
All
like
right.
bread?
Janelle, you won, so you get to start again.
Yeah.
You get to
I don't
open
know
the
why I was
game.
so targeted last round when Janelle is clearly the best person at this game.
I don't know what you're talking
had a hard
about.
time figuring out who I was going after. But you seemed like a threat, so
All right.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
like
gonna be pretty
comparing
brutal.
hands with people.
I'm so
and
sorry.
stuff, Like
Straight up, I'm so sorry. This is pretty brutal. Early round, Baron. Let's go with Chris.
All
we're
right.
just secretly comparing
We're just
hands.
secretly comparing hands. Don't backfire on me, dude.
So which one of you is out? Ooh, out with a king!
I was like, there's not a chance. Shows what I know.
Ooh.
I suppose someone else has the opportunity to vie for the princess's affection.
There's a lot of information.
So
there.
wait, Chris has a higher card than you?
Yes.
Is that like the math I just did in my head?
That is.
Yes.
Ooh.
Holy
Whoa.
shit, we just did math on this show? What the fuck?
We're all in the humanities. Why are we doing math?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just runs out of here screaming.
Fucking math!
Never again.
It's mathematical.
Nothing new.
Speaking of
Chris,
that.
you have the princess? Hell yeah.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Alright, that's 2 people out this round. So then we just go
That's
straight to
what's up.
Desiree.
So
Okay.
speaking of Adventure Time,
Yeah, speaking of Adventure Time, not directly of Adventure Time, but Sarah and I finished watching Steven Universe last night. I had seen it once before.
Steven Universe involved in the greatest cult TV shows of all time. The new book coming out from me and Carrie Lynn in June 2020.
What?
Anyway.
Hype?
Did you say me and Carrie Lynn?
Yes.
Cool.
Carrie Lynn and I?
Yeah,
What?
no. I didn't know
like
if you
just
said
good
a
plug.
name that
Oh, me
sounded
and
like
Carrie
me
Lynn,
and,
yes.
or if you meant me and.
Yes.
Me and
Let me see your hand right now immediately.
Wow! Let me see your hand right now.
oh
Immediately.
my god, Robomo.
Anyway, what were you going to say about Steven Universe?
Spending channel points and I don't know what it means.
Yeah, it's true.
That's amazing. We should.
We have channel points for lots
I know
of
that
things.
we do, but we should do stuff with
What does
We
that
need
mean,
to have
Desiree? Like now that you've
emotes.
seen my card.
Wait, what are
We need to have
I just
emotes,
know.
which means
Okay.
we need to be
Hey.
partnered, which means
No,
we
I
need
have
to get more
degrees.
followers.
What's happening?
A thing in chat happened. So Robomofo highlighted a message that they sent because there are these things called channel points on Twitch now that you earn by watching. I have like
like a million.
8,000 of them.
Good lord.
Almost because I literally like just watch all the time. And as a result, normally you use them to like unlock emotes or get things or whatever, but we don't have any special emotes because we don't have enough followers yet. So if you're watching the channel, maybe you want to give us a follow or like send us
Follow
out to
that
a
follow.
friend.
Yes. I know how to attract the young viewers.
You say you just yell.
The youth.
The Utes.
You want to yeet a follow at us?
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
That was good. That was
Did you say
Got 'em
Utes?
bet.
Yeah, the Utes.
good. And then you do like this afterwards.
Okay, whose turn is it?
I went
So I think it's huge.
I think if any of my students ever saw this channel, they'd be like, that's the least surprising thing I've ever heard her say. She says that in class every day. Yeet, right? Please learn from me.
Believe what I say.
Believe what I say. I'm sorry I'm not caught up on TikTok.
Yeet, YOLO, another
Until
wine
it
thing.
Whatever.
transitions to bite.
Until it transitions to buy and spite now.
Okay, so you played a
Bite
white
is
I
up
knight.
can't
and
keep up
coming.
with this. Are you serious? There's
It
another
was,
one?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
created by the maker of Vine. I don't have it,
Okay.
but I'm considering.
Okay.
I'm interested.
That's compelling.
Isn't
Vine
it?
gives me life,
Isn't it?
bro.
The Griffin McElroy meme that I don't understand X, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask, is like my favorite thing in the world.
Well, it goes back to the Homer Simpson thing.
Yeah.
I had it, but then it changed it, and I wasn't with it anymore, and it'll happen to you too.
Do you have a prince?
No.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
now it is you,
This is
Desiree.
some-
Oh,
So you two are literally just going to be volleying this back and forth until one of you.
You get a baron.
I already know what
Or
I'm
like
doing.
a whatever guard.
Oh, do you have a countess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desiree wins. So
What's up?
I'm gonna
So I
read.
didn't even like the princess anyways.
Whatever. She's kind of a dweeb.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait.
So Countess Wilhelmina, always on the prowl for a handsome man or juicy gossip. Wilhelmina's
She's a
age
cougar, oh
and
shit.
noble blood make her one of Princess Annette's friends. While she has great influence over the princess, she makes herself scarce whenever the king or prince are around.
Ooh,
She thinks they smell bad.
All right.
Like they're buying a lot
Well, I
of
mean,
Axe
given the time
deodorant.
period,
Yeah,
it's
they
probably
probably.
a
But like
bad-
they could afford to bathe more, you know, and they just don't.
Yeah, it's true.
Super awkward.
So, Dave, I'm still waiting to hear what you were talking about with.
Oh, I just liked it. That was all.
Oh, okay.
That was all I was saying. Is that I just finished Steven Universe last night and I cried a lot. And
Oh, Steven Universe is really good.
I want to make a plug for a show that I recently watched that I ended
Just
up
tell me.
loving is Infinity Train.
yes,
Oh, I've been meaning to
Oh
watch that.
The show
my
is fucking
goodness!
amazing.
Infinity Train.
tell us about it.
I believe it's from I could be wrong, but I believe it's from one of the creators of Regular Show, if I remember correctly. And it's about these, like, the first season, this young girl from Wisconsin, actually from like northeastern Wisconsin, boards this mysterious train out in the woods and finds out that it's just this infinite train, and every car you go to is like weird and strange. And then the second season follows her reflection and a young
Interesting.
boy who traverse the train together, and it's a great show. Like
It's
it's
dope as
really
fuck.
good. It reminds me of like comic books in some ways, and it's got some Stranger Things aspects to it, and I don't know, it's just really, really good.
Dope.
Cool.
Highly
Where can I
recommend.
watch that?
Cartoon Network.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Desiree, you won, so you go first.
Oh, I won.
That's
Oh.
what's up, girl.
You're the affection gatherer.
Yeah, Janelle had it on lock, but then the princess was like, "I'm just gonna try out somebody else for a while."
Oh my god. I thought we had something. I thought it was special.
She's like, it wasn't.
Oh.
Janelle, I'm gonna take a
Gander?
page out of your book. Yeah, I am gonna take a gander. And you're
You
gonna
guys
take
are
a
quiet
gander
trade?
too. Quiet trade.
The quiet trade.
So that's my guy.
Ding! Janelle is out
Man,
again.
First out.
You made yourself a target.
I really
Is the
did.
problem.
All
I
right.
think the princess is honestly like kind of setting it up like on my behalf though. She's like, get wrecked. Set you up to fail.
I really like you, but like I just need some time for me right now.
This is his space to work on myself.
I'm gonna go like
Yeah.
climb some mountains and
Oh my
do
God.
some backpacking.
I need to find the spiritual version of myself where I go on my my no water diet so I can cleanse the toxins from my system.
I'm gonna try something
real?
new and
Okay.
exciting
This
and
is
discard my handmade.
Exciting and new.
That means
Come
no one can
aboard.
target you.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, what have you got for me?
It's good.
Let's see.
It's my handmade impersonation.
I could also do like right closer to the camera, like
Yeah, right. Best June.
That's like a
June
handmade
Osborne
So I'm gonna
impression.
play the priest
June
who.
Osborne. Is
There's
that-
an actor that he looks like, and I'm trying to figure it out. His British guy,
Timothy Chalamet?
not Timothy Chalamet.
Yes,
I mean, it's
he's in the
He's in
Trip
Wes
movies.
Anderson movie.
That's a really good. Yeah. Yes.
I'll figure it out. He was in that one with Tom Cruise and Robert Downey Jr. and those guys. I'll figure it out.
Okay,
I don't have my
All
phone
movies
with
I
me.
Who
wish
are
we
you?
could set up on right now.
who are you
Tom Cruise
boosting?
and Robert Downey Jr.
Dr. Doolittle. Robert Downey Jr. Movie's garbage.
It was.
Does anybody have a coin that I could flip? I'm trying to decide who the hell I want to target here. Because I don't know who's more like...
Here you go.
Excellent!
You got a coin on you. That's amazing.
Show the camera. Oh.
Alright, so you...
She
Nice.
handmaided, you can't do her this round.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
can
right.
do
So then,
that.
well,
So
why
it's
didn't you tell me that?
I did, I thought you knew!
Oh, so then I guess it's
Desert.
That's a
Desert.
really good point. I guess I didn't realize. Let's let him flip his little hand coin and see what happens.
Alright.
Is it a hand coin because you discarded the hand?
Dave, can I see your phone for a second?
Yeah, sure.
And do you have
My hand
IMDb
coin
on
in my
there?
hand water.
I have Google.
Ugh. Sounds awful.
Is that water you get from a hand?
Yeah, for
Hands
sure.
are weird.
Because I need to know the name of this actor and I can't think of it.
So the only person you can guard is Chris. Because
Yes.
Christina's still handmaided.
Okay.
Has the handmaid just like running interference, like being like, nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, she's
don't mess
just
with nothing.
Steve
Like just kind of
Coogan.
no, nothing to
Steve-
see.
Steve Coogan, that's
Alright,
who he
let's
looks
look
like.
up who's Steve
Yeah, who
Coogan.
is that? Hello.
Do you
Were you a
have?
ninja?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't tell you even if I was.
Oh.
Wouldn't be very ninja-like.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of see how he looks like Steve
Oh
Coogan.
yeah,
See,
I
look.
can
Yeah.
see
That
that.
looks
Yeah.
a little bit like
I totally
yeah.
see it.
Like a younger,
Maybe
yeah,
you could-
Yeah,
more
let's show chat.
medieval.
All right,
looking.
chat. What do you
We'll have
guys
him
think?
start
Yeah,
doing
it's
it.
pretty good.
We'll have him do
I
an
think there's
impression
definitely
of
something
Michael
there.
Caine, and
Oh my god.
when you do the Michael Caine, you gotta get the nasal.
That's
The
really
nasal.
good.
I told you just to blow the bloody doors off.
All right, Chris. Do
Yes.
you have a prince?
Okay.
Awkward.
I wish.
Huh?
It's gonna be your new thing.
One day your
Yep.
prince will come. He'll sweep you
He'll
off your
sing
feet.
sexy funk to me.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He'll sweep you off your feet. He'll take you somewhere beautiful. He'll kiss you when you're asleep.
Sing about my raspberry beret.
I mean, things are gonna get weird before they get less weird.
I'm
True.
into that. Not gonna lie.
The suspense.
It's killing us.
I love this. This is great. It's like optimum waiting
It's
position.
very anime.
It's so angular.
Handmaid Susanna.
I wish Senpai would notice me.
Chris, do you have a handmaid? Hell yeah.
Oh,
Booyah!
it's us again.
Oh no.
What's up?
Hi.
The showdown, the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny.
That is what this is.
Oh, I can't sing it or else copyright.
I don't think Lemon Demon's gonna hit you with a
Oh.
copyright strike.
They're like, somebody remembers this song? Oh my god, that's amazing.
I did a fan animation of it in an animation class when I was in high school. I love that song so
Is
much.
that the video that everyone has seen?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I'm not responsible for the really nice one.
Oh, okay. I was
No,
like,
I
'cause
just
that would
did
be
it.
amazing. I was
No,
like,
I
by the way,
wish.
that was me, you know?
No, I would put that on my CV and like on my on like my business cards and like maybe get it tattooed on my forehead.
That's pretty good.
The
Like-
link to the YouTube page.
Yeah, I made Lemon Demon's video. Like
Oh my
that would
God.
be a thing, but
Yeah,
no,
in high school.
yeah, I wish. No, mine
You
was
up, son?
stick figures.
Is it my turn? I think.
I
Yeah, I played the countess.
She had
Oh,
to
what
discard
the-
the
You
countess.
should.
I did.
You have
the
to get rid of
Countess
the-
is nothing.
You get rid of the countess if you have the king or the prince in your hand, or if you want to,
Or if you
because
just
if
feel
you're
like it.
bluffing.
So now it's just my turn.
Mhm.
Tension
Are you
is
like low key
skyrocketing.
very stressed out?
I'm deeply stressed. Oh God.
The tension has skyrocketed.
What you gonna do?
King Arnaud IV, the undisputed ruler of Tempest for the moment,
What?
because his role in the arrest of
Can I
Queen
look at this really
Mariana, he
Yeah.
does not rate as highly as the Princess Annette, or with Princess Annette as a father should. He hopes to work himself back into her
Oh.
good graces.
If she was committing treason, maybe the princess just needs to like straighten out her values a little. I don't know about this.
But
Whatever. We're gonna get married. It's gonna be.
It's gonna
great.
be fine.
Do you have a prince?
No.
Darn it. I was so close to an episcopal victory.
Okay.
All right, Desiree.
Okay.
You got this.
I'm just working it out. This is fine.
The thinking happens.
All right. Do you have a baron? Oh wait, sorry. Do you have a baron?
Just generally
No.
asking.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Christ. Cool.
Showdown's getting tense.
It really is. We're like running out of options here.
I'm going to play this prince.
All right, so you have to discard your. Is that what the prince does?
Yeah. Discard your card, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I lose.
Oh, the princess is gone. And as a result, the only remaining suitor can
So,
take.
do you want to know why that's really weird?
Why is that?
Because I'm pretty sure this is her father.
Joy.
Well, you know.
Gotta keep that royal blood pure, you know.
Purity, the way you're defining it, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Fun game.
Good stuff.
Good.
It's so lighthearted.
Love some romance.
Maybe it's like her father-in-law. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's.
He's probably just carrying.
Then it would be a video on Pornhub.
Circulation.
I legitimately had a student talk to me in my 102 class yesterday. Like as a thing, we were talking about genre, medium, and modality using your lovely PowerPoint, by the way. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we were talking about it, and I said, "What are some other examples of different like genres and like mediums that we see?" And one of my students was like, "Well, there's a lot of different porn sites on the internet, and there's also like videotapes and magazines." And I'm just like,
Yeah,
"Thank you. That's true."
you're not wrong.
Unfortunately, you are not incorrect.
You have not stated something that is factually inaccurate that I can say no to. So here I am.
I really wish I
Walking
could
like a hurricane.
shut this shit down. but
Did your class like lose it when that happened? Did they
they
like laugh?
they didn't really say or do anything. There was just that kind of awkward like ripple of silence that ran across the room as everybody sort of paused and was like, "What is he gonna say? Like, what is gonna go on?" And then I said, "That's true," and I just carried right on going with what I was doing and kind of didn't give them a chance to engage with it very much.
My students would have definitely lost their minds. Like they would have been just like busting a gut if that happened, and the class would have been over. Like I don't even
This
know.
would have
how
been the
it-
end of it.
My
No,
students
I think I would have given them
embarrassed
like 5
for
minutes
them.
to calm down, and then we would have come back to it. But it's just like, man, that would not have gone over well.
My students would probably be embarrassed on their behalf.
That's
Yeah.
what the laughter would have been, like really awkward. Like, oh my god,
Like,
I
why
can't
have you done
believe-
this?
He's just talked about pornography in front of everybody.
And also just like the depth of knowledge that you have is like,
Like,
Well-
you sure mentioned different mediums.
you mentioned a lot of mediums.
The same student, as we were doing mind mapping about Milwaukee issues later, kept adding like sex trafficking and massage parlors as issues onto the mind map.
You're of a one-track mind, sir.
And I'm glad you have like such deep and impressive knowledge on whatever this is, but let's like try to like
Shift.
kind of keep
Let's
this.
diversify.
All right, Christine, you won,
Diversification.
so you get to go first.
I see why she likes you.
Because like woof.
Well, some
Different-
people
She's a
are
big
into that.
Arsenio Hall fan, and that's why she likes you.
That's
Nice.
beautiful.
She's really into Sonic fan fiction.
I keep thinking this is name a non-gendered card, and I'm just like, there are no non-gendered cards.
Well, you don't know.
Not that have been, I guess. I don't know. I feel like now I'm gonna go through
I don't
all
know
the
if
cards
any
and
of
look
them
for
are actually
pronouns.
telling us what their pronouns are.
That's a good point. You're right. I'm making assumptions.
I think all of them have descriptions that have
I'm gonna do a big
Dab.
What
guess.
in there, not in the card.
whatever.
that
because
part
this
of
is
the
just
story?
Exactly, it's
a
non-didactic.
wild stab in the dark. Yo, dog, are you a princess?
No.
All right.
Not a bad
That'd be
guess. Though.
something.
Twice in a row.
All right, Chris, what do you got for
It's like
us?
township treasure chest logic.
I'm winning the heart of the
Exactly. I told
cards.
David about township
Soon they will favor me.
and our problem.
See your hand.
Why? Yeah, get ready.
Super cool.
I know. Super
Get
unexpected.
ready to get wrecked.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Desiree.
Alright, son.
Janelle,
Yes.
are you a princess?
Yes, but no.
Janelle's a princess, but she doesn't have the
But I do
princess
not
card.
currently hold the card in my hand that would designate me that in this context. It's a long-winded way to say, hell no!
But also, hell yes.
Bite me, bro. Also, don't, because it's not going to do anything.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Show me your hand. Oh wait, we're supposed to secretly. No, right? Is that what I'm supposed to do? It.
Whatever it
play
says on
that-
the
yeah.
card.
You play that card, and then you
Oh, I
secretly
say-
compare
yeah,
your
yeah,
other
yeah.
card.
Okay, well, I was like, did I just do something really dumb? Okay, there you go.
Which one of you is out?
It's me, right? Yeah. It's me. Wow, I really. Well,
I mean,
there's
that
a.
kind of leaves
Oh,
There's a-
boy!
no
there's a-
question about who I am, I
There's
guess.
the one with the little.
Run a lap.
Sorry.
That's
The countess goes
awkward.
Sorry, I
running
flipped
through
your
and is
skirt
just,
up there,
just
but-
like,
You'll never believe!
the big princess. What's it gonna be, Chris? Who do you think has what?
You also can only ask Desiree, so.
That's true.
So really, this is the second time you could only do this to Desiree.
Yeah.
Sorry, Desiree. Gotta get some handmaids, girl. Delegate some of that work.
I can take it. I can take it.
All right. Speaking of the handmaid, let's see what her handmaid Susanna. Few would trust a handmaid with a letter of importance. Fewer still understand Susanna's cleverness or her skilled ability at playing the foolish handmaiden. The queen's confidant and loyal service escaped any attention after
Are
the
you a
queen's
handmaid?
arrest,
I
and
am
is a
not.
testament
Alright.
to her clever mind.
Ooh. Oh, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I am.
Ooh, wait, no.
Oh. Okay, no, I didn't. I had to make a choice. Chris,
Yes.
discard your hand and draw a new one.
God damn it! But I lose. I'm out
Yeah,
of the round, so
you
I
are.
can't
You
draw a new one.
Got him. Alright.
Wait, why can't you draw a new one?
I'm
'Cause I'm
gonna
out.
Oh,
I'm out of the
protect
round.
myself.
sorry.
I'm here to protect.
You knocked me out first. So.
She
Most
attacked.
It's
importantly,
fine. Knocked
she
myself out
She seduced the princess.
through.
It's all
That
good.
needs to be the tagline for this game.
What is it?
Desiree.
She protect, she attack, but most importantly, she seduced the princess.
I am here to protect.
I'm seduced.
Oh God.
My name is Anil
Protect and
Montoya.
seduce.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
And get seduced.
You killed my father and seduced my mother. What? No. What is happening now?
Wait, are you my father?
I mean,
It's getting very awkward, sir.
the count does have 6 fingers on his right hand.
Makes the shocker a lot.
Oh, I wasn't gonna take it there.
So shocking.
Janelle,
Huh?
I can't do anything to you.
Correct. Goodbye.
That's all I have.
So now it's your turn.
Alright. Who's even here? Okay.
Just
Just
you and
you and
Desiree.
Desiree.
I meant what's my card? Let me see it, girl. Ew.
Whoa!
Okay.
So happens.
Good thing we got that mature 10.
Honestly,
Yeah.
though, this guy's like low-key super creepy.
I know. I'm
Alright.
aware.
Take the
Okay.
last card and play your choice.
I have no one to protect.
Choose wisely.
Okay.
You must choose
wisely.
wisely.
He chose.
Okay. Janelle,
Yes.
discard your hand and draw the last card.
My barrel is gone.
All right, you two, compare your cards.
I know how this ends. It's bad.
Desiree.
Okay, the king needs to stop getting all of the.
I know.
That is
Can
true.
you
I'm
forget
getting a little
about
uncomfortable with all this. All right, we have a 2-2-1-0 race here.
Thanks for pointing out that I have 0, Dave.
You're welcome, Chris.
Thanks
I'm
so
always
much.
helping. Just my pleasure to do that for you.
Make me feel so good.
Yeah, just want to make sure you're clear about how well you're doing.
Until 3:15, I just
Oh.
wanted to do some things beforehand. But yeah, I can play one more round.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I have to go. I have a meeting, but I can play one more round.
Well, that's a shame.
I'll slide
You
into your
missed Coco
spot.
I
Quiz.
know. I'm really sad about it.
I will champion your cause and carry your letters.
Thank you.
They'll have your banner holding high.
Exactly. Like, I will make sure that if the princess decides that she likes you, that, like, that's all you. I'm wingman,
You're
ultimate
like,
wingman.
kind of like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you should make Christy Hamilton watch our show.
yeah.
All right. Let's do this. One more round.
This is regionals.
Oh yeah.
You won.
I did.
You start.
Okay.
My creepy means.
What?
The king, twice in a row. Creepy,
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
I thought you said something about creepy beans, and I was like,
No, creepy means.
creepy means.
A creepy means. Hello.
Hi.
Seem to have chosen me.
I don't know yet, because we're tied overall.
Correct.
So
For-
I feel like I must attack you whenever
Yes.
I have the chance.
Okay,
But also, that doesn't mean that they aren't worth taking down. What if they have the princess?
that's what I'm saying. I think I'm
What
a
if she
bad
has a
choice.
princess
What if you do?
and she's got equal points to you?
That I do.
That's, yeah.
Desiree racking up the wins.
Alright, discard your hand and draw a new one.
Fine with me. Thanks.
And then it's your turn, so now you get to draw and play.
Let me see it. Your hand, I mean.
Wow.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Oh, I wish you didn't know that.
I wish
That's
that was
like, I'm gonna attack
private
you.
information. It's not anymore.
I didn't know you were-
Okay, I don't know if I want to do that.
That was the most amazing face.
Are you the princess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, nabbit.
Prince and the princess.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
That's very like Emma Watson of you again, like self-partnering. I don't know.
That's
like
beautiful. That is the moral of the story.
Emma Watson is the authority on love.
That's true. All right, Chris, I think it's to you. So I'm gonna tell my cringy story.
Yay.
So we get. All right. So this is a great story. I was 17. I had just graduated from high school, and I was madly in love
See your hand, please.
with a young lady who I knew, and we were very good friends, and we started dating, and it was all good. And we dated for a while, and I was just head over heels for her. And then she introduces me to her best friend, who turned out to be the guy who was my childhood bully and had tormented me for many, many years in elementary and middle school. His name is Chase. Chase, if you're watching, fuck you. You're an asshole.
Same with all the chases I know. Like I second that for all the chases. I know.
Straight
His
up.
nephew named Chase.
Like,
so
he-
he's the one exception here.
That's probably
That's
true.
good.
There are
That's good.
probably some great chases if you're not
Sure.
my Chase.
Or the chases that
Yeah, like in Point Break.
Yeah,
and
that could be a
The
good-
Third Man.
Yeah,
those
that's
are
true.
great chases.
So
Bullet.
Chase Meridian in Batman Forever.
Oh yeah.
It's Nicole Kidman's character with a shitty name. It's almost as bad as Christmas Jones. Anyway,
It's your turn.
No, it isn't. I
She's
said
out. You're
I
out.
died.
It's your turn.
Oh. Yes,
Um,
I'm a big dummy.
so she introduced me to him, and they started spending a lot of time together. And then one evening, she asked me. She comes to me and she says, "Hey, I really like you. I really enjoy this relationship, but I'm going to Las Vegas to marry Chase, and my father, we're eloping. My father won't be there to give me away.
Yes.
So will you at the wedding?" And I did.
Oh my god,
I
that's
went,
amazing.
And I did that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh.
So that's my cringy story. from
Chat
the
says,
shit.
fuck Chase Bank too while we're at it.
Yes, that's true. Chase Bank can fucking
Go.
go.
Just go.
I just
Yeah.
chases.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, you.
I'd like to
Now
see
a
you
word
watch.
from our sponsor, Chase Bank.
It's awkward here, folks.
Listen, we all have to function within capitalist infrastructure.
It's up, yo?
Yeah, no, it's just, yeah.
Didn't know if you needed something from me.
No, I'm okay. I've been dying to find a time to tell that story on stream. That was the first time I ever went to Las Vegas. It was really awful, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was really awful.
Damn, and then you like moved there.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
All right.
Yeah, there was some trauma there.
You have someone to protect. Okay.
She attacked.
Are you the king?
She
I
protected.
wonder why you think that.
All right, and then there were two.
There sure were.
Your turn.
Yes,
Beth,
Romanofo, they
boulder.
are still married to this day. They have 2 children.
Wild.
One of their children's
His
name.
name Chase.
No. They have a Brad and they have an Antoinette.
Those are some names.
Which are pretty
They're
interesting.
Certainly names.
They have a dog
can't
named
do anything, I'll
something
just play that for
stupid.
now.
I'm gonna guess that Chase named Brad.
What does a bear normally do?
Normally, we would have to secretly compare hands, and then the lower value gets tossed
But you
out.
can't get handmaiden. The Baron can't get past that handmaiden.
She's like, no.
They have a cute dog. I follow her on Facebook. I Facebook stalk her, like hardcore. So she probably, if she ever watches the stream, will know that I'm talking about. I mean, she knows this story, so 'cause she was there. She was the one who
I
got
was gonna say,
married.
she was part of it.
She was
wasn't
the
She was the one who got married.
Oh, yes.
I'm not bitter about that. I'm definitely not like bitter about that at all.
Like currently stewing.
Right. I'm not still angry about that to this day. But whatever. It's fine. It's all fine, right? We're all just I think that's the perfect punctuation to someone convincing themselves they're not angry about it.
I'm fine. I'm not angry. I'm fine. I'm not angry. Do you have a prince? Hell yeah.
Ooh. What a
The
round to go out on.
All right, so we have a 3-way tie at 2 points.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, this game is
I gotta go
supposed
do
to be
things
fast,
for my career.
but we are just like dragging
fun.
it
Thank
out.
you all. Thank you, chat.
Thank you
this
for
is
coming.
fun. Next time I'll stay for the full time. I am sad to leave.
We'll be happy. Come back. Come be with
Yeah.
us anytime.
I will. I really will. This is my favorite part of the week.
Yay.
It's our favorite part of the week because we can
True.
see you.
Bye, I'll see you after class.
All right, so I will take over for Christina. I will
Does
play
anyone
her
know
card.
where Christine Hamilton's office is? I can look it up, but I have to get something out of my bag.
My phone is faster.
No. I have no
I have it written
idea.
down in a piece of paper on.
There's a burning wall. Oh, hi Carrie. There's a burning wall in our
Whoa.
chat.
There's a what?
A burning wall. It's like a brick wall that's on fire. It could be something else. It could be like a cake or something, but it looks like a brick wall that's on fire. And I don't know what that's about.
Is it because you're
She
Angry?
is 478.
Maybe. I think she posted it before I was angry, so I don't know. All right,
What,
let's do
did
this.
she say anything before?
No,
She-
it was very soon. Like now.
All right. She didn't say anything before that.
I have no idea what's happening.
All right, so
I
Christine
clicked it.
just won the last round, so I'm going to
Yes.
go first.
Oh, it's
On
like
her behalf.
too steamy in here. Hoodie's gotta go.
All right, I'm gonna handmaiden.
Oh
Bye.
my god, bye. God, it's so early. What do I even have? I don't know.
Oh, it's a picnic basket
On fire?
on fire. There's definitely some burning picnic basket. Fascinating.
So rather than allow Yogi and Boo Boo to get their hands on it, the ranger just like torched it.
It's not about the picnic basket.
Sons of bitches will never get this picnic basket again!
It's about sending a message.
Exactly.
Dave, I'd like to see your hand.
Too bad you can't.
You're right. Desiree, I'd like to see your
The
hand.
ranger's making videos
Read
like
them and
I'm-
weep.
Some people
I
call
will.
me a teacher.
It's your turn, Chris. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to be a
This is like
teacher.
Treacherous.
Yes, that's true. I wish we didn't have to do this particular part of the setup, but it's okay. We
It's
have
just
things.
a very long stick at the end of that microphone.
That is what she just said.
Discard your card and draw
Okay.
a new one.
I do my best.
Sure. Thank you.
It is so
Actually,
good when you do it.
By the way, my mother-in-law thinks you're the funniest person
Oh,
she's ever seen.
it's my
Really?
turn.
She was talking to my wife about that, and she was just like, "How great you are!"
How did
So-
she even know?
Because she was watching on stream.
Oh.
She was watching us play Cinephile last week,
Oh, that's fun.
and it was very exciting.
Okay, Chris,
Well, it's
Yes.
high praise.
are you the princess?
I am not the princess. I mean, I'm a
I mean,
princess,
I was gonna say, I was like, Chris,
But,
don't sell yourself short.
I am a pretty princess.
Crap.
Own it.
Sounds like you got a problem, Dave.
I do have a problem. I'm playing the king, and I'm trading hands with Desiree.
Hope you like it.
I hope you like it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Janelle. You take your turn. I'm just going to sit here. With whatever
Yeah, I
beautiful
like
card I was just given.
I support your choices, Dave. I think that was a power move.
I know what I have to do.
No.
Desiree,
What?
I'd like you to discard your hand and get a new one.
Hell yeah. Wait, no,
Wait,
I'm
no,
done.
No, you're done.
You're done, son.
I died.
You're done.
Princess
If
is
she
like,
didn't do it to you,
not today.
I was going to.
I know. I was like, ooh, this is a fun little kill Desiree race.
Yeah, I can't get a card. Okay.
Everything is green.
I keep getting murdered via the princess.
True.
It
She-
is the easiest way to die.
She's just burning your letters. She finds your letters way too hot, and she's just like, oh, these are too much for me. I can't.
So she burns them?
Yeah, she just burns
It's
them.
too hot. I need to burn the paper to match. I don't.
That's the only way to elevate the beautiful prose and poetry of your letters, is to
that's
literally
wonderful.
ignite them. She doesn't really.
That's wonderful.
She doesn't really get symbolism that much.
No, she's
like,
not super into that.
Like it's kind of a very literal thing for her.
Would you say she's a literary princess?
King. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
That's fine, sir. You take your time. You have to think about what cards.
I
They
think
are.
You should mount an attack against Janelle, who
So-
just murdered me.
I think
I
that's
was
so
going
much.
to try that. Janelle, are you a handmaid?
No.
Damn it. I tried. I did my
Thanks for your
best.
efforts.
I do not have someone to protect. Yo, there's some like high rollers already out here.
Are you the Baron?
I
Now we're both dead.
So well done.
That was very
Oh,
good.
we got a bot.
Hello.
Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes,
my
and viewers
God.
on followinbot.com. Fuck off, bot guy.
That's
Wow.
wild. Would you like more of me? Click on this link to get multiple copies of me, a bot.
Wow.
Hang on, I gotta take care of this. Chris, go ahead and play your turn
I'm
against me
thinking.
if you want.
Relax.
Destroy him.
I'm
Oh,
working
As
wow.
on
he
it.
destroyed me.
I'm working
Wait,
on
no,
it.
you
I
destroyed
did,
me.
but I'm dead now, so I guess it
But
transfers.
he gave me the princess.
That's true. He started this whole thing.
Yes.
That's all I can do right now.
Does it not let you do anything from inside OBS?
There we go.
Noise.
Banned.
Bye. Thanks for playing.
Goodbye, bot. You were banned, bot. Hey,
Bot.
I like banning people. All right, what did you do?
Band
Played a
bot?
You
handmaid.
played a handmaid. Okay, so that means that I pick up this card and have to figure. Cool. So I'm gonna play a guard and do nothing, and then we're gonna flip, and my other guard is gonna accomplish. Dick.
Okay, well, that, yeah.
You take your win.
Yay!
So literally, this is like
And
the
now-
guy, the one dude. So there's been 6 rounds of this, right? And like the one suitor who's just standing over there has just been like, I haven't gotten any, and finally you get your letter through,
Yep.
and you're just like, oh my god.
You just, like, keep slipping them under her door, and she just kind of kicks them back out.
Just gonna be the
that's
Kermit
what I would do.
flail.
Yes.
Kermit the Frog here. So did she
So
take it
good.
because you wrote a good enough letter, or did she take it because she was finally just sick of you just like
Both.
sending
Yes.
money at her?
You know, like the average incel, just pester until, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
Checks
All right. Schwack, 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 and that's everybody. All right, Chris, you won. You go. Take this very serious responsibility.
Wow. No, that's fair.
Good play.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
Straight up.
It's a good play.
Okay.
Y'all can't do nothing to me.
Cool.
Today?
Not today.
What?
Show me.
Take it.
Just take it.
Cool.
All right.
Just take it. I'm gonna go home and fuck stuff
Do you
up.
have a Baron?
No.
That's fine. So that just goes over there. I'm done. Go ahead. Go ahead, Janelle.
Who are you? Dweeb.
I am you.
You are me.
We are Devo.
Wait, what?
Got him.
Are we not men? We are Devo.
Are we Devo or are we Dancer?
I'm your private dancer
And we are all together.
He's a looming
in
threat.
Thunderdome.
Hey, Dave.
You know,
You have a guard?
I don't.
You're not allowed to call guards.
Yeah, gonna call
Oh my
something
God!
else.
Stop pointing out these rules and giving me more chances.
Stop
Also,
making
thank you.
rules, God.
Hey, Dave.
You know.
Do you have a Baron?
Fuck!
Yes, that never works. Yes, I am so sorry.
Very well.
Oh, poor Dave.
That's
That was
Poor Bahom.
amazing. Oh, bugger.
Well, let's read about the Baron.
Yeah, he's like
Baron
classic
Tallis.
schmoozy.
The scion of an esteemed house that has long been a close ally of the royal family, Baron Tallis has a quiet and gentle demeanor that conceals a man used to being obeyed. His suggestions are treated as if they came from the king himself.
I'm gonna say straight up, not the same, sir.
Not handmade.
It's true.
That yes, good. Yep.
All right, Janelle, why don't you take your turn? Because I'm out. And I just have to sit over here and be out of the game.
Oh wait, you both. Is your
Well,
handmaid still active?
No,
right?
No.
only for that turn.
All right.
Just put down a countess.
Yeah, I know. Do you have a prince?
Ooh,
Two full
one of
sir.
Oh
three.
God. Oh, I don't want you to get any more guards.
Just slaughtering everyone.
Honestly, we should be more concerned about how I'm getting these guards to do my dirty work.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I have some theories.
I want to know what
thinking-
these
I'm thinking
theories
this is
are.
fine.
I'll tell you about them later. It involves money and flowers.
Is that why you were the parent?
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause I love flowers. My work here is done, but you didn't do anything.
Oh,
Correct.
okay. Trade.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I know what I'm doing.
So now
We
it's
gotta go fast, man.
now it's to you.
Oh my God.
All right, it's time to roll.
Not the guard. Not the guard. Not the
I
guard.
know what you have,
You
Cool.
do. Okay.
but I'll look at it again because I forgot.
Sure. I believe
Okay,
that.
No, really, I was like, wait. No, okay, we're good.
What card is it? You both know what each other
I
has.
know it's really bad.
It's just the two of you.
Oh my God.
Actual fuck.
Okay. You discard and you draw a new one.
I'm so angry. No.
Ooh! Desiree takes the lead.
God, Desiree. All right, guys. New strategy. Get Desiree out
No.
immediately.
No, don't do that.
I think my goal is to make Chris win so that we can get as many rounds of this in as possible. We can get everybody
Amazing.
to 3.
I was gonna say, do we want to do this or do we want to do Tofu Kingdom? What time is it?
It's 3:15, so we have about half an hour. We could play around at Tofu Kingdom. We could call that Desiree getting the third token her victory,
That's what I was
and
thinking.
go to Tofu Kingdom.
But if everybody wants to
I
keep
love
playing
tofu.
this,
Love Tofu
I
Kingdom.
think
Tofu
Tofu Kingdom
Kingdom.
sounds great. Let's
So
do
great.
that.
all right.
It's on my wish
This is a
list
great
for the
game,
next
though.
family party.
This is very good.
Yeah, Love Letter is a lot of
Very
fun.
good.
It's also very simple. It's just 16 cards and
I
some
do like
tokens. Like,
I've been so excited.
I didn't tell you guys the story. I'm making a new tofu token for Chris to replace one that was lost.
About your printer?
And my printer last night was using heat contact paper to print on the sticker sheet, and it got jammed in my printer. My printer lit on fire.
Oh
So
my
are
God.
you saying that's my fault?
No, I am not saying
Maybe
that
it
it's your
is.
fault.
Why are you so squirrely about it?
Ooh.
History's
So
greatest
careful.
monster over here.
Oh my God.
I
Always
am.
the thing.
I am. I'm the worst. All right. Do you have more to that story, or should I?
No, that was all. I was just
Like,
telling.
So
is
far-
everything fine?
Yeah, I mean, my house did not burn down.
That's secretly
Which
what I'm
is
asking.
good.
Bad.
Most of my contact paper is gone now, so that's sad. But other than that, no, everything's fine. Tell us about Tofu Kingdom.
So for those of you unfamiliar with Tofu Kingdom, here's the story. Prince Mochi, and hold on, let me find where is
Oh
Prince
my God, there he is.
So if you want to
There he
show
is. He's
Prince
so
Mochi,
He's our
trendy.
special boy.
There's
Look
our
at
special one. Look at how
Look at
special
him.
he is.
Prince Mochi has traveled from Mochi Kingdom to propose to his beloved Tofu princess. Or Princess Tofu, sorry.
Princess Tofu.
Her stepmother, the widowed Queen Tofu, wishes to marry the prince herself and has
Wow.
disguised the princess. She tells the prince he has only one chance to pick out the princess from a line of veiled women, but allows him to ask the people of the castle questions to aid his guessing efforts. He quickly realizes that not everybody in the castle is there to help him, and he must determine who to trust and who to be wary of, because whoever he chooses, he must marry on sight. To plunge yourself into the Tofu Kingdom drama and learn all about the alliances in the game, read the backstory of each character, which we'll do later. But that's the story of Tofu Kingdom. So,
Here's a question for Queen Tofu.
mhm.
Why does she think that this will somehow work in her favor? It's like, oh, this elaborate plan you've laid out makes me hard in love with you. Congrats.
It was a different time,
Okay.
and they're also made
they're-
of tofu, so
that-
you don't
that
know
does
what's
change
going on
things.
up there. They're completely different species. So we have our 8 character cards. I don't know if you want to spread those out so people can see them. And one at a time, players take turn acting as Prince Mochi and are allowed to ask one question to each player around the table. The other players must answer Prince Mochi with the truth or a lie, depending on the character role they have taken. So as you can see in the corner, if they have a T, they must tell the truth. If they have an L, they must lie. If they have a question mark, they can do either. So Prince Mochi earns points if he guesses correctly and finds the princess, but gives the other players points if he guesses incorrectly. The player who collects the most points by the end of the game wins. So the youngest player is the first to be Prince Mochi. I believe that might be Desiree.
I am 22.
She also won the last round of Love
True.
Letters, so you won the heart of the princess. Now you have another opportunity.
So you take the Prince Mochi coaster and place it in front of you. For the remainder of the round, we refer to you as Prince Mochi. Prince Mochi then takes the coasters indicated on the next page. If we have a 4-player game, we have to play with Princess Tofu, Queen Tofu, Tofu Maid, and Tofu Guard. So, Princess Tofu, Queen Tofu, Tofu Maid, and Tofu Guard.
Got it.
All right. And there will always be one extra coaster to play with, except in an 8-player game. So now you mix up those coasters, and then distribute them face down to each player.
Including...
One player goes in the center. The coaster not at play will be put aside and will not be used for the rest of the game. All right. So, we have the soybean tokens out. The search for Princess Tofu now starts. Prince Mochi closes his eyes while all players turn over their coasters. So now we all turn over our coasters.
All right, you're good.
All right. So we reveal those to each other. Players now memorize who is who. To find the princess, Prince Mochi is allowed to ask every player one question. And these are the questions that you may ask. So you may ask one person this question, one person this question, and one person that question.
Cool. Okay.
Can't you ask each person any question, and then you ask one final one?
You can only ask 3 questions. And so you have to divvy these up between the different players.
I didn't think you had to do that, but that's fine.
It seems that's the way to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Because that makes it more complicated.
That's true.
Yes. All right, Dave. As your prince, future ruler of this kingdom, protector of these lands, I must now ask you, where is the Princess Tofu?
But beloved, do you not recognize me, your Princess Tofu, sitting right here in front of you?
You don't seem convinced.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
It's a
Janelle.
mystery. Yeah.
I am protector of these lands.
Uh-huh.
I have the power to kill you should I choose.
That's like kind of a rude way to open, but okay. Like really not making me interested in like helping you.
Who are you?
I am your beloved Tofu Princess.
You see the position this puts me in?
I do. You asked.
I asked. Chris, who is that?
That is the tofu maid.
And then I think you get to ask one more question after you ask each person a question, as I recall.
Yeah, I think so.
Players must answer according to the symbol. Once the princess asks every player one question, he may ask one player of his choice an additional question, and then must decide who he thinks is the princess.
Yep.
Cool. Janelle,
Mm-hmm.
I may have come on a little strong last time we talked.
Maybe a little. I mean, I don't know. Like, you could buy me something, I guess.
However,
Uh-huh.
what I said was not untrue.
Re the killing thing. Okay, good. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
However,
Uh-huh.
I must ask you,
Okay.
who is that?
This?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Here.
Hmm.
Tofu maid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now you have to guess who is the tofu princess.
Yes, who is the tofu princess? Not you.
Wow.
Here's the thing, you're never
so dismissed. I can't even. I mean, I am a pretty princess. I could be her. You don't know?
I believe it's Janelle.
Do we reveal?
I believe so. Once he has decided, the prince then turns over the coaster he suspects belongs to the princess. If he believes that none of the other players are his beloved, he flips over the counter, the center coaster.
I was the tofu
The symbol in
maid.
that- So,
Married up, good sir.
I see it. I see.
I told you the truth.
She did.
It's too late. I have a new spouse.
What have you done?
Yay. Does that mean I don't have to like keep working?
So, the
That's
symbol-
pretty cool.
the symbol in that coaster's upper left
corner
corner becomes the winning symbol for the round, and players are
So
awarded points
Anybody
accordingly.
who has the mask icon gets a point. So you two get a point, and we don't get any points.
Correct. So you get a point as well.
Wait,
Oh, you got one. Okay.
I do.
Because I have the mask
Okay.
icon.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So now Dave
I
is
love this game so much.
Prince Mochi.
It's so good.
Isn't it delightful?
It is so
But
delightful.
why am I mixing them up if I'm...
Like, it's
Well, you're
so
supposed to.
Oh,
That's
right.
your
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
Whatever. Gosh, whatever. You just take that one, and you just take that one, and you take... And then that one goes there, and then you guys look at them and show each other.
Prince Mochi, I don't appreciate you slapping my identity at me.
You're right, I'm sorry. It was the wrong thing for me to do. I was a princess a few minutes ago. Very confused.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're free.
All right. Let's think for a moment. Desiree,
Yes, my liege.
tell me the honest truth. Who are you?
I
Prince Mochi is kind of grizzled. all of
I
a sudden.
know. He's aged on the
Tofu
journey
guard.
here.
You are the tofu guard.
I am the tofu guard.
Chris, I need to know. Who's she?
She is the tofu guard.
Boy, that's awkward.
There's more than one guard in a castle. Don't get over dramatic.
Janelle.
Yeah.
Where is the tofu princess? That's my final question. Chris,
Yeah.
where is the tofu princess?
Right there.
Janelle is the tofu princess.
You found me.
Booyah!
Did it.
Booyah! Points for us!
That's what's up.
I know how this works. I wasn't guessing. I wasn't completing random shenanigans.
Oh my god, I am the prince.
You can deal those now. Who wins the heart of the princess?
I don't know. I hope it's me. Okay, one identity for you. Feels a little weird just handing these out.
Is this how? Is this the LGBT agenda then? Is that how we do things? We just hand identities out on a card?
I see.
Okay. Okay.
Am I ready?
Yes. Yes, my liege.
As your supreme ruler,
Indeed.
deigned by the Lord,
You mean the queen? Yes.
sure, I would like to know, where is Princess Tofu?
Where is Princess Tofu?
Where is she? Where does she
I
live?
believe I already forgot.
Yes, because I forgot what I did.
Okay. Yes.
I feel like based on
The
how
Tofu
unsure you are,
Princess. Huh?
I'm just a little concerned. You don't seem super certain.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I remember.
It's
I
like
remember, I
pretty
remember.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all clear.
It's all good.
The Tofu Princess,
Uh-huh.
the love of your life, who I've
Yes.
watched you court for many a year.
It's kind of weird that you stared at us, but okay.
I was just making sure nothing inappropriate happened.
Hmm.
That is the Tofu Princess, the very maid whose you guys' dates I witnessed. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dave.
Oh my god.
Okay, Dave. Who is Chris?
Chris is the tofu queen and a liar.
Oh. So you set this whole thing up, huh? You were like, this is a great idea.
Beloved.
Mm.
No.
Chris, who are you?
I am the tofu princess.
Straight up means you're not. Okay.
I'm seriously. Guys, I'm super serial. Won't you be, like,
Dave,
surprised when
who
you
are
find
you?
out?
I am Princess Tofu,
Oh my god.
your beloved. The mother of your children.
I mean, like, not yet.
Wait,
oh my
you have
God.
children?
Yeah, like 6. That's like a thing.
Did I just get here? How did I miss
Is that
this
what all these
prequel?
little soybeans are?
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the conduct of this table in the last 45 seconds.
Go us. Okay.
I don't apologize.
He apologizes for nothing.
I believe that my beloved, ye olde Princess Tofu. I'm gonna believe you, Dave. Is it you?
Fuck yes, it is.
Yeah!
Oh,
That's
yeah.
What?
I am
Do I also
Princess
get one of
Yes,
these?
you
Thank
do,
you.
because you have the heart icon.
Oh my god, we are meant to be twice in a row.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what am I gonna do?
Oh my god.
All right, so Prince Mochi over there.
Yes, I'm Prince Mochi.
Oh, that's very good.
The Mochiest. The Mochiest of princes.
I was just speaking with Duke de Plessy.
Sir. We will play that game soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited.
Alright.
An identity now. Thank you.
I've been
Thanks.
given
Before
one.
I was just a blank slate.
Since I was no one. I was unseasoned tofu.
I was on season 2.
Oh god, that's deep. Okay, I feel good. Chris, I think you're good.
Oh, yes. I forgot the questions.
They're on the back of your card.
Well, my card is face up right now.
They're on the back of that card. Read the questions.
Dave,
Yes.
where is Princess Tofu?
Janelle is Princess Tofu. No other could be Princess Tofu. It's been true 2 rounds in a row.
Janelle,
Yes.
who are you?
I am the illustrious Princess Tofu.
Oh.
Illustrious indeed.
We really need to play around. Dude.
Desiree,
So excited.
who is she?
That is my mother, the queen.
Girl.
My
Literally
final
gave
question.
birth to me.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you?
I am Queen Tofu.
Which means
A damn liar.
I'm going to say Princess Tofu. I'm going to say right here.
Wait, did you ask the fourth question?
He did.
did.
He asked
Oh,
me,
okay.
and I gave the game away
Yeah,
when I
it's you,
lied.
right?
Yeah,
I lied
that's fine.
incorrectly.
Beloved, we have done it.
Beloved. Check success.
You get one as well.
Okay.
That's so good.
Now I have the power. I am Prince Tofu. I will be king. I will control the lands.
Unlimited power.
I assign you identity.
I was going by the power of
I
Grayskull.
assign you identity.
Yeah, I was going for a little Palpatine. Palpatine.
Nothing.
Heart Palpatines.
All right. Okay. I think we're good.
Let's go, mate.
Glasses stuck in my hair. Okay. So, none of us here are unfamiliar with my role as supreme leader of these lands.
Yeah,
Sure.
but you're like a little forceful. Like comparatively. Your previous reincarnations were like nice.
However, I have decided that if everyone here is honest with me, as honest as they can be, then I will endeavor to be less forceful.
It's fair.
Look.
It's fair. It's
High
good.
goals.
It's good.
There will be trials in the future if you are all honest with me now. So, to start off, Janelle, the future of the kingdom rests on your shoulders. Who are you?
I. No, I'm kidding. I am the trophy god. I am here to guard you.
Okay.
Guard your livelihood, and you force me to go everywhere while you look around for the princess.
Well, perhaps if the queen had not created such a challenge, we could just get married like normal people.
Look,
But
this wasn't my
instead-
idea. I only work here.
Sure.
Spear.
Dave.
Yes.
Dave, where is the Princess Tofu?
I am Princess Tofu. Beloved, do you not recognize me? Why
know
do you
I am blind.
all of you tell me that you don't know me?
You know I am literally unable to see.
You do have permanent Brock syndrome. You got closed eyes.
That's true.
Yes.
Don't
Okay,
mock-
I'll take
do
your
not
word
mock
for
my
it.
disability.
I take your word for it, probably.
You should.
Grease, knowing that I will proceed with the executions without trials, should you lie to me in this
Wow.
Coming out
moment.
really strong again.
Super compelling
Just
to listen to.
I am
aggressive.
being less forceful after you
Aggressive.
guys are honest to me. Who is she?
Do you not recognize my mother?
Oh
My
God.
beloved?
This is like a soap opera
Oh,
in here.
God.
It's a telenovela.
It sure is, and it's a damn good one.
So that means that at least someone here is lying, and I don't actually have to keep that promise to be less forceful in the future. So you can look forward to that, fellas.
Girl, we never believed you were gonna be less forceful.
There were going to be trials. It was going to be good. But instead, I just have to guess where my princess is, and I don't know.
You can ask one more question.
Right.
Very important. Canvas everyone.
Janelle,
Yes.
where's the Princess Tofu?
The Princess Tofu is right here, madam.
Has anyone ever told you that tone of voice makes you sound really, really, really dishonest?
Yes. You should hear me do it in class. My students have a very hard time listening.
It's
Not
like
sure
that.
why.
It's like that Kids in the Hall where the guy couldn't not speak sarcastically. I'm not being sarcastic. No, this is just a speech impediment. I've had it all my life.
Oh my god.
I really want to be your friend.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The best.
I believe that you are Princess Tofu.
Beloved!
I screwed up the lie front.
Hello, beloved!
We did it!
I wrecked the lie fronts.
You have
I'm so
destroyed
sorry.
us. What has become?
Of this here kingdom. It's burning down.
Burn the kingdom.
Some people just want to watch the kingdom burn.
I do.
All right. Do
Sing
your
the song
secrets.
when it burns
Who dis?
to the
Trade
ground.
your new identity. Who dis?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
We good? We
This
good?
is good. This is good.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you're good.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, I, Prince Mochi, Third Petal, the Emerald Vision, the Bridge of Words,
Wow.
the Planets Dreaming,
Wow.
the Angels of Women,
Where are you getting this from?
and the Scent in the Girl.
What site are you getting that
Oh,
from?
ew.
Titlegenerator.org.
Oh.
Beautiful. That last part.
Yeah, the scent and the girl.
That's pretty bad.
I don't like that. I want to know if you, trusted confidant, dearest, truest Janelle, are Princess Tofu. Actually, I want to know. Okay, yes. Okay, great. That's good. That's good. Yes, you're Princess Tofu.
I hope you're not liking me for my voice.
Yes.
Deceiver.
Oh,
Traitor.
wow.
Always the thing.
How dare you?
Who is Janelle?
Janelle is the tofu guard.
I see. Desiree.
Yes.
Light of my
Really?
life.
Oh.
Person who will never betray me.
Oof.
Certainly not my love.
Who are you?
I am the Princess Tofu. As I have always been and always will be.
Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Duplicitous man.
Oh, wow.
Dark dealer.
Wow.
Who is Desiree?
Desiree is Princess Tofu.
Fuck.
That's getting tension here.
Guess somebody shouldn't have been throwing around the word deceiver.
Duplicitous, huh?
Oh.
Alright, I gotta go with my gut. Janelle, work with me here. Be the truth.
It was not.
None of you. You're all liars.
I was going to tell you the truth, and I did tell you the truth the first time.
That's
but then
true.
you hit me with all the deceiver
know.
stuff, and
I know,
I was like,
you're-
screw that.
you
He's
just-
on his
So you
own.
get a mask. I don't think anybody else gets a mask, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just that.
Because it's what's down here, right?
No, it's the one that's the upper
Oh,
north.
it's the.
So the guard, you
Oh, wait.
you get if yours in the bottom right matches the one in the upper
Oh.
left of
Yeah,
the winning.
so,
So then-
you get a point.
Yes.
I get a point?
Yes.
No, just you.
I don't, because
The mask is the winning token.
it's
If
in
the
upper
mask,
right.
but
Yeah, but you also
the
have
upper
a mask.
left on the token,
Oh, okay.
whoever has that one in the bottom right gets a point.
Oh, okay.
So the only person who gets a point is Chris.
Okay, well then I guess I get the point.
Okay,
Okay.
What did they say in chat?
that was us. We said
Oh.
we're doomed.
Ah, yes.
Because that was me being upset about. All right, I think this it is 3:39. We can probably
Yeah.
play 2 more rounds of this maybe before we have to kind of wrap it up.
Unless you want to just come, to me and then.
Yeah, that works.
So then it's my.
So yeah, we'll do you and Chris, and then that whoever has the most points at the end of that wins. So right now, Chris is in a commanding lead with 4. We need to make sure that ends.
Hate that.
Identity, and 1 for.
Hand it out on a card,
One.
like a true. I think we good.
Hello, my shittition.
My shittition.
Look, don't make fun of my accent. Dearest, most politest Desiree. Hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm the Tofu Princess.
That's convenient. Moving on.
It's who I've always been, my love.
You often say that I'm not always the princess. Chris,
I
You.
can now control the
who
identity I
is
am
Desiree?
Desiree is the tofu princess.
That's convenient. Dearest Dave, who would never betray me.
That's true.
Where is Princess Tofu?
Right here.
Oh my lord. Okay, friends.
I'm Princess Tofu.
Eve. Who is Desiree?
The Tofu Queen.
How dare you?
Is it you, my love? Are you the Tofu Princess?
Yes!
That's what's You're a bunch of flyers.
You get a point, Janelle? Get a point. All right, so that
On to
takes
you,
us back to
Gotcha.
Chris, and this will end our round. So right now, you and I cannot win. I might be able to tie. It comes down to Chris and Janelle as the possible victors. Deal those tiles.
Hey, I'm Prince Mochi. Wonderful to meet you all.
Prince Mochi of
Meet
the
you. I've
Silver
worked here
Lights.
for years.
I've just ridden here from the village of Warwick, and I would like to speak with everyone.
Prince Mochi of the Silver Lights, of the Seventh Destruction, of the Wings of the Way,
Yes, that's me.
of the
My
Snow's
titles.
Nobody,
Wow.
of the Twilight of the Secret, of the Emerald in the Stream.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
That's
The
very.
Seventh destruction.
I'm the seventh destruction.
Destruction.
I destroyed so many things. And now I'm here to claim my Princess Tofu.
Oh, I hate that.
All right, close your eyes, sir.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I forgot.
Go away.
I was so excited.
Okay, I think we're good.
Desiree.
Hello, my love. Seventh destruction. Who would never break my heart,
Oh.
no matter what he destroys.
Where is Princess Tofu?
It is me, my love.
Oh. Sorry, my eyes were destroyed in the sixth destruction.
I understand, my love, and I would
As
never.
you can see, I cannot open them any longer.
I'm aware, my love.
1.35 destructions ago.
I mean, I should say, as you can see it, I cannot, for my eyes have been destroyed. So, Princess Tofu. Dave,
I love the pose. That's so good.
who are you?
Beloved, it is I, Princess Tofu.
One of you is lying. There
It
can't
is
be two
me.
Princess Tofus
It is
unless you
not
have a
me.
sister.
Twins, Basil. Twins.
Janelle.
Yes.
Who is she?
Is she?
Yes.
Tofu God.
And I can ask one other player. Janelle, who is he?
This.
This.
Over here.
Yes.
That is the illustrious Princess Tofu.
Desiree, you are Princess Tofu.
We're married now.
What have you done?
Suck it, daughter. My
Get
husband
wrecked.
now.
So you get a point,
I quit.
which means you two tie and we tie for second place. I'll take that. That's good.
I'll take second.
Thank you,
Good
everyone,
win.
for tuning in to yet
Bye, friends.
another board meeting. This was a lovely session.
Yes.
I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day and enjoys their time, whether they are alone or with a partner or
Enjoy the made-up holiday.
with whatever group you're
I mean,
with.
they're all technically made up. But
Please,
really.
Everything
please
is made
spread
up.
love and kindness and
Yes.
compassion to all the people in the world around you.
Yes.
Be conscientious and understanding of those in the world. Don't order delivery on that day because that's a really shitty thing to do to poor delivery drivers. They'll be very busy. Or if you do, tip well.
But do go out for a heart-shaped pizza.
That's true.
Yeah.
Heart-shaped pizza,
Yeah.
Pizza Hut. Sponsors, hit us up with that sponsorship, Pizza Hut.
And remember, all you need is love.
That's true.
Got him.
Dun, dun,
Next
dun.
week, we will be back with The Thing, Escape from Outpost 31, a fabulous board game.
It's infection at Outpost 31.
Thank you. On that note, end of the stream. Goodbye.
Bye.